on time. It's always right on time. It's always divine, right? Always right on time. It's always divine. So I do want to I want to start on this because this is what's just standing out in my head. When they talk about the time delay with your thoughts, they said, thank God, thank the universe that we don't create what we think instantly. Like as soon as you think it, it doesn't show up instantly. Thank God there's a time delay that gives you a chance to change your thoughts. That gives you a chance to recreate it. It gives you a chance to edit it. Gives you a chance to think a new thought, right? That's very powerful. That's that divine timing, especially for those of you that struggle with being impatient. They want things to happen now. It gives you time to get clear. You may know what you want, but get more clear. Tune into the thoughts, and during the process while you're waiting, just have the faith and know that you're going to get it. Know this coming to you. Have the same vibration. Like attracts like. So just because it didn't appear instantly doesn't mean that it's not appearing. Doesn't mean that you're not tuning into the frequency, right? So this is really, really, really good. So Sybil says, yes, I love it. Brittany's clapping. Sybil also says, I'm the master of my own thoughts. Jamila says, boy. Sybil says, that saying to think before you speak. Exactly. But even before you speak, you still have to be mindful of the kind of thoughts that you're having, because your thoughts are creating it. They said, watch what you're saying, but primarily they're talking about your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Over and over again, right? So I'm going to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to run through what stood out, and we're going to discuss it, and we're going to talk about it, okay? So starting back on page 12. John Ashifer says, here's the problem. Most people are thinking about what they don't want, and they're wondering why it keeps showing up over and over again. Most people are thinking about what they don't want. And it's, I've heard it here in The Secret. I watched it in their documentary many times of him saying it. I had a coach for a short time that taught me some brain recode meditations, and he talked about that. He said, if you're focusing on what you don't want, you're going to attract that. So you have to focus on what it is that you do want. Focus on what you do want. And the universe does not register negatives. Don't, not, those words like that. Or no. Honestly, I don't know if you've heard this before, but children don't register negatives. And I read that somewhere before I had my children. And I tried to be very mindful of not saying no, don't, or not, because they don't register. For example, one of the things that I tell them, instead of saying, no running, I say use walking feet. We're going to use walking feet. So I tell them what it is that I want them to do. It's the same thing with our thoughts. You focus on what it is that you want. You don't focus on what you don't want. Okay? You don't want to do that. The only reason why people don't have what they want is because they are thinking more about what they don't want than what they do want. Listen to your thoughts and listen to the words you are saying. The law is absolute and there's no mistakes. The law is absolute, no different than gravity. We know that anytime that we drop a ball or drop something, gravity is going to pull it down. That's absolute. It doesn't matter if it's a baby. It doesn't matter if it's a bottle of water. It doesn't matter what it is. The absolute law is the absolute law. The universe doesn't take into account, it's an innocent baby. Let's stop gravity from working. No, the law is absolute. Just like the universe responds to the law of frequency, also known as the law of attraction. It's the absolute. It doesn't say, this person doesn't want this. It says, hey, this is what we want. And I like that she went through the different phrases, which I'll go over in a minute. Okay. Bob Doyle says, the law of attraction doesn't care whether you perceive something as good or bad, or whether you don't want it, or whether you do want it. It's responding to your thoughts. The law of attraction and vibration is a frequency. The frequency doesn't have a thought process. We as humans have the discernment. We discern if something is good or bad. We discern. We just put out the frequency. The radio doesn't know whether a radio station is good or bad. The radio just puts out the frequencies so that like frequency and like frequency come together. That's the law. The law puts like and like together. The law doesn't have the mind to discern. The law doesn't... Okay, I'm sorry about the pause. Please forgive me about the pause. So the law does not have discernment. The law just says this is the frequency, this is the frequency. If I want to listen to 102, the radio's like, okay, it's on 102. This is what I project on 102. It doesn't discern, oh, this person doesn't like hip hop music. Let me put on a different frequency. No, the frequency that the person put there, the person that's discerning, the human, is 102. And the law is absolute of the radio. I'm going to project the frequency of 102. It's like that with the universe. The thoughts is what it projects. That is the frequency. That is the frequency. Okay, so let me read what you all are saying. Jamila says, my mom calls me money, TT, LOL. I now embrace it. Yes, I love money and money loves me more. Tia says, yep, that was me. And I've been learning to ask for exactly what I want instead of being generic. Sybil says, I like that. Use walking feet. Brittany says, okay, need that tip with my 1 and 2 year old. They be turned up. Brittany also says, the more I say no, don't do that, or no, wait a minute, they keep doing what it is that I don't want them to do, because they are registering in their pure essence where they came from. They came from the universal energy. They came from that frequency. They came from that which is non-physical, which there is no negatives. There's no no's, don't, stop, not, those don't exist. Everything's of a positive vibration. Everything is of a positive energy. So they only hear what you say after that. I forgot who I learned that from, but it's been very beneficial. Okay. The law of attraction is a law of nature. It is impersonal and it does not see good things or bad things. It is receiving your thoughts and reflecting back to you those thoughts as your life experience. The law of attraction simply gives you what it is that you're thinking about. That's just what it is. It gives you what you're thinking about. Okay. The law of attraction is not biased to wants or don't wants. When you focus on something, no matter what happens to be, you really are calling that into existence. Okay. When you focus your thoughts on something you want and you hold that focus, you are in the moment summoning what you want with the mightiest power of the universe. Pause. Meditation. When we go through the meditation and I guide y'all through the meditation, that is focusing your thoughts and your visions on what it is that you want. If you're doing a manifestation meditation, or if you do the meditation that we did in our private Patreon meditation, then you understand what I'm talking about. You're focusing your thoughts on that which you want to manifest. The law of attraction doesn't compute don't or not or no or any other words of negation. As you speak words of negations, this is what the law of attraction is receiving. I'm going to read it. Hold on. Okay. So I don't want to spill something on this outfit. This is what the universe computes it as. I want to spill something on this outfit and I want to spill more things. I don't want a bad haircut. The universe frequency is I want bad haircuts. I don't want to be delayed. I want delays. I don't want that person to be rude to me. The universe says I want that person and more people to be rude to me. Okay? So understand that it does not bring up negations. It doesn't bring up any of that. Okay? The law of attraction is giving you what you're thinking about. Period. Whatever you're thinking, it doesn't matter. So when you're thinking those negative thoughts, when you're having those negative thoughts, then that's what's happening. Okay, let me, it's not pausing on my end, so I'm not sure what to do. Just let me know if you can see as I'm talking. So Bob Proctor says, the law of attraction is always working, whether you believe it or understand it or not. Just like gravity, it's always working, whether you believe it or not. It is always working. Law of attraction is always working. It's always working. Okay? Quantum physicist tells us that the entire universe emerged from a thought. If any of you have the Inner Peace meditation from Tybro.com, Inner Peace, in the Inner Peace meditation, not meditation, but the recording, you will hear, you've heard me play it, you were born in the mind of God and you will never die. That is what it's talking about. It's a thought. It's a thought process. Everything that happens in this world is coming from a thought. It's coming from a thought process. It's coming from a thought. Everything that you experience came from a thought. Your cell phone was once a thought. This platform was once a thought. The internet was once a thought. A house was once a thought. A car was once a thought. Everything that's created and exists in this world was once a thought. It's clear on my end, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait for it to clear up. But everything that you experience in the world started as a thought. It started as an idea. One thing that I hear Bob Proctor talk about is that I'm thankful for the idea that used me, or the thought that used me, because when you manifest something from thought into physical world, not only do you get to experience it, but others get to experience. You get to shape the world. Somebody who thought of an automobile, now there are billions of people that have experienced automobiles. Somebody that thought of making a home the way it is, there's billions of people that experience it. Computers, billions of people. It's not just manifested for you, it's also manifested in the world for the world to experience, right? So even think about the manifestations that you want, the desires that you want. When the things manifest, it's benefiting you, but I guarantee you it will benefit others around you. Okay? If it's those of you that want to manifest, money, I know for a fact that it's not going to just benefit you. It's going to benefit your family. It's going to benefit your friends, probably even strangers. If you want to manifest a home, if you want to manifest a relationship, it's always going to shape the world around you. So understand that it's a major thing when you create the things that you desire. When you align with the frequencies that you desire, you are creating it not just for you, but for the world. Okay? But for the world. So when you become aware of this great law, then you become aware of how incredible powerful you are, and to be able to think your life into existence. Okay? When you become aware of how powerful you are through your thoughts, you can think your life into existence. That's all it takes. First of all, you're already doing it, whether you're consciously doing it or not. But now we know not to focus on what we don't want. We're going to focus on what we do want. That is the frequency you have to align with. Don't focus on don't, not, can't, won't. None of those negations. Don't focus on that, okay? Lisa Nichols says, anytime it's working as much as you're thinking, okay? The law of attraction is working as much as you're thinking. Anytime your thoughts are flowing, the law of attraction is working. When you're thinking about the past, the law of attraction is working. When you're thinking about the present or the future, the law of attraction is working. It's an ongoing process. You don't press pause. You don't press stop. It's forever in action as your thoughts are, okay? Whether you realize it or not, we are thinking most of the time. Only time you're usually not thinking is when you're asleep. However, the forces of attraction are still operating while you are sleeping. So our last thoughts as we fall asleep are very important. Make your last thoughts before you go to sleep good thoughts. Brittany said it as soon as we started. She said, I went to sleep feeling some type of way and I woke up feeling some type of way. The law of attraction was still in action. That is the frequency she projected. She went to sleep. The frequency consistently stayed there. So imagine if you have the frequency of gratitude before you fall asleep. Imagine if you meditate before you fall asleep and you're meditating on your dreams and desires. You're automatically tuning into that frequency and it stays in that frequency while you're sleeping. Think about how powerful that is. That's why you hear many, many teachers of the secret, of the law of attraction, talk about doing gratitude before bed, because they know that that's the frequency that they're going to stay on while they're sleeping. And the more gratitude you have, the quicker things manifest in your life. The quicker you bring that which you're thankful for into your life, right? Because when you're saying, I'm grateful for this amazing body that I have, then you're going to continue to attract an amazing body. When you say, I'm thankful for the money that I have, you continue to attract the money. I'm thankful for the beautiful relationships. You continue to attract the beautiful relationships because that's the frequency that you're vibrating on before you go to sleep. And it sets there. Utilize these tools. Very, very powerful. Because you're always thinking, you are always creating. What you think about most or focus on the most is what will appear in your life. This law is absolute. You see it all the time. You think, okay, I got a new car. This is a great example to use all the time. When you get a new car, you see everybody else that has the car, right? Because you're thinking about your new car. You're thinking about your new car. So you keep seeing the same car everywhere. You're attracting it to you. So this is one thing that I do when I know I'm thinking about abundance. When I'm driving, if I see very abundant type cars, if I see very abundant type, just anything while I'm out, I say, thank you, universe. I see that my vibration is shifting. I'm seeing more abundance around me. Whether it belongs to me or not, I'm seeing in my space that it changes. The people that I'm around, okay? The people that I'm around. So, also, you create your life. Your thoughts are seeds, and the harvest you reap will depend on the seeds you're planting. If you're listening to someone else complain and focusing on that, or if you're complaining and you're sympathizing with somebody and you're agreeing with them, or you're the one complaining, in that moment you're attracting more situations to yourself to complain about, because that's where your thoughts and focus is on. Okay, let's go back to the 4 agreements. What did they talk about with gossip? In the 4 agreements, he said gossip is a dark magic. He said gossip is poison. The words that we use to talk negatively on others is poison. Why is that poison? Because you are focusing your conscious thought and frequency on that. And the universal law of attraction says it's absolute. What you focus on expands. Like attracts like. So if like at the time is gossip, speaking down on somebody, complaining, then you're going to continue to attract that to you. Do you understand how all of this is coming together? All of it comes together. It's been the same consistent since the message, just said differently since we started this. Since we started, you can heal your life. That's the affirmation in itself, right? That's affirmative in itself. You can heal your life, by Louise Hay, right? She talks about that. Your thoughts is what is creating in your body, right? With this powerful knowledge, you can completely change every circumstance and event in your entire life by changing the way you think. But let me tell you this, Earl Nightingale, who was the mentor and teacher to Bob Proctor, said the hardest thing for man to do is think. The hardest thing for man to do is think. You also hear Napoleon Hill say it. The hardest thing for man to do is think. Why? Because the man has constant mind chatter. That's why she also goes into meditation. Meditation slows the mind. Y'all know I've been telling y'all to meditate since last year. Constantly meditate every day. I tell y'all to do it every day. I tell you to start off with a few minutes until you can get to 20 minutes. What does she say? Start off with 3 to 10 minutes and you will see a change. I talk about monkey brain. Monkey brain is those thoughts that you don't have control over. Because guess what? When monkey brain is going, like attracts like. When monkey brain is going, that's the frequency you're sending out. That's what's coming back. You then don't have control. Your brain is in control. Monkey brain is in control. How you control your brain is through meditation. When you start meditation, let monkey brain flow. Let monkey brain flow. But guess what? Because you get worried about you get really worried about, oh, what if I let these negative thoughts keep going? Well, they talked about it here. It's been scientifically proven that an affirmative thought is hundreds of times more powerful than a negative thought. That eliminates a degree of worry right there. So for those of you that are worried that if you let monkey brain go in meditation, I'm going to bring this into my life. No, let it go and run its course, because once you let monkey brain run its course, it's not going to come back. Then you can create your thoughts. Then you can make affirmative thoughts, okay? You can make affirmative thoughts. I've been saying these same things over and 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 over, and I'm not saying it for no reason. I'm not saying it just because I like to hear myself talk. I'm not saying it just because I'm trying to make life difficult for you. I'm saying it because it's going to change your life. I tell you to meditate. Meditate, 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 meditate. Meditate is so many benefits to meditation. It has been scientifically proven that meditation is better than physical exercise. So if you had to choose between exercise and meditating today, meditate. Okay? Meditate. When you focus on something with a lot of passion, it makes it happen even faster. The universe must deliver the pictures of the new frequency, no matter how impossible the situation might seem. It's not for us to worry about how. It's for us to project the frequency. Period. Point blank. There is no such thing as a hopeless situation. Every single circumstance of your life can change. Everything can change. All you got to do is change your thoughts. But like I said, the hardest thing for man to do is to think. How do you get control over those thoughts? Meditation. Every day. I don't care if it's for 3 minutes. I don't care if it's for 5. Meditate every day. Meditate in the shower. Meditate right before you go to sleep. Meditation every single day. Meditate every single day. Every day. Now y'all see why I've been saying this. I was prepping y'all for all of this. I've been talking about the spiritual benefits of meditation. Now we're here talking about creating our life once again and why it's important. Meditation has come back up. The most successful people meditate. The most successful people have gratitude. So what have I created for you? I have a Patreon account that has meditations. I have affirmation blessings. It has prayers. I also have a free ebook of 365 prompts of gratitude. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. You have everything you need to align with the frequency. You have everything you need to align with that which you want. You have all the tools. You have them. And they're free or very, 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 very reasonable priced. Right? You have everything you need. And I know I'm talking and y'all are typing. So Tess says, yes, this is why I love falling asleep while doing a meditation. Yes, that is good. Sybil says, we came full circle. Tia says, I hope you run the group meditation back. Yes, I have to figure it out in my schedule, because it's one thing when I'm talking to y'all and y'all hear the noise in the background. It's another thing to do a meditation. Yes, meditation is my medication. That's what Brittany said. I meditate all day long in the shower, while I sleep, sweeping the floor, washing the dishes, etc. And Jamila says, I peep game. I listened to your meditation last night, Toya said. So yes, there's many different ways that you can meditate. There's many different powerful things that can happen during meditation. But one of the biggest things that happens when you meditate is that you control your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you. When you control your thoughts, you control your life, because what you think is what you create. Okay? This is a universe of inclusion, not exclusion. Nothing is excluded from the law of attraction. Nothing is excluded. Okay? All living things on this planet operate through the law of attraction. The difference with humans is that we have a mind that can discern. We can use our free will to choose our thoughts. We have the power to initially think and create our entire life with our mind. So we have amazing capabilities that other beings do not have, because they don't have a mind to discern the good or bad. We can discern, hey, I don't want to create this. Let me change my thought and create something different. You not only create your life with your thoughts, but your thoughts add powerfully to the creation of the world. Like I said, what you create with your thoughts not only affects you, it affects the world. It shapes the world. Without thoughts, this doesn't exist. None of this stuff exists. An idea, an invention, it all started as a thought. It all started as a thought. If y'all are getting ideas, if y'all are getting thoughts, write it down. Do it. Everything that we get, this shirt started as a thought. This jewelry started as a thought. Lipstick as a thought. Nose ring as a thought. A thought. It all started as a thought and then manifested into the physical form. My phone started as a thought. It was an idea. It was an idea, which is a thought. The computer, books, all of this stuff started as a thought. Picture frames, carpet. Everything that you encounter started as a thought. You even started as the thought in the mind of God. You was born in the mind of God, and you will never die, right? You started as a thought. You see how powerful you are? You're very powerful, very, very powerful, okay? You not only create your life with your thoughts, but your thoughts add powerfully to the creation of the world. Your mind is actually shaping the world around you. This is my favorite little saying, too, by Bob Proctor from this whole, The Secret. I loved it when he said it in the documentary. If you don't understand the law, that doesn't mean you should reject it. You may not understand how electricity works, but yet you enjoy the benefits of it. I don't know how it works either, but I do know this. You can cook a man's dinner with electricity, and you can also cook a man with electricity. That's one thing you know. You enjoy the benefits of it even if you don't understand how it works. Even if you don't know the equation of gravity, you understand how it works. Even though you don't know the equations of how the clouds accumulate and bring down precipitation, you still enjoy the benefits of rain. You still enjoy the benefits of the sun. You still enjoy the benefits of it. So just because you don't understand it, don't mean you have to reject it. All you have to do is do exactly what they're telling you to do. And all they're saying is think about what you want. Simple. Very simple. That's all they're saying. Think about what you want. Whether you understand how the law works or not, you still have to honor it. It's still working whether you reject it or not. You can reject the law and it's still going to work. You can reject gravity. Drop something and see what happens. Gravity don't exist. Put something in your hand and drop it and see what happens. It doesn't mean it stops working just because you reject it. Doesn't mean the law of attraction, also known as the law of vibration, doesn't stop working just because you reject it. That's not what it means. Okay? It really does take many negative thoughts and persistent negative thinking to bring something negative into your life. However, if you persist in thinking negative thoughts over a period of time, they will appear in your life. If you worry about having negative thoughts, you will attract more worrying about negative thoughts and multiply them at the same time. Decide right now that you are going to think only good thoughts. At the same time, proclaim to the universe that all your good thoughts are powerful and any negative thoughts are weak. I proclaim to the universe right now, all my good thoughts are powerful. All my negative thoughts are weak. All my good thoughts are powerful. All my negative thoughts are weak. That's simple. Done. You can erase your previous thoughts by replacing them with good thoughts. Time serves you because you can think new thoughts and emit a new frequency right now. Okay? So also it says choose your thoughts carefully, and you want to have fun with this. Make it fun. Put on some music. What did we talk about with the affirmation blessings? Put on some music, affirm some things. Put on some music, change your thoughts. Get into meditation, make it fun. Do the view the way you want to. It's the way your life the way you want it to. It's all through your thoughts. Music, vision boards. Get creative. Make it fun. Make it fun. It doesn't have to be bland. It doesn't have to be dry. Add some energy to it. Add some fun to it. One way to master your mind is to learn to quiet your mind. We talked about that. Meditation quiets your mind. Helps you control your thoughts and revitalize your body. Just 3 to 10 minutes a day to begin with can be incredibly powerful for gaining control over your thoughts, okay? So become aware of your thoughts. You can also set the intention. I'm the master of my thoughts. There you go. You set the intention. I'm just going to let y'all know that's going to be the affirmation blessing for this week. I'm the master of my thoughts. Say it often, meditate on it, and hold that as your intention. By the law of attraction, it must become, because like attracts like. So if I'm vibrating it, I'm the master of my thoughts. I am the master of my thoughts. That's what's going to happen. Decide that you want to be and do and have, think the thoughts of it, emit the frequency, and your vision will become your life. It will become your life. That's it. Change it. It's simple. And the things it requires for you to change your life is free. Meditation and changing your thoughts. It doesn't cost you not even a penny. It costs you a little time. That's it. A little time. Just a little time. It doesn't used to. I don't care if you got $0. I don't care if you got negative dollars in your bank account right now. All you have to do is change your thoughts, and it changes your circumstances. That's it. All you got to do is change your thoughts, and your circumstances change. Change your thinking. If you keep thinking the same thing over and over, that's what's going to happen. If you focus on what you don't want, you attract that. All you have to do is change your thoughts. Focus on what you do want. And let me tell you this. This might be helpful. Because some of you are gotten so boggled in the negative thinking. Write down what it is that you don't want and go rewrite it. Take out I don't want and rewrite. Get the thesaurus and start finding opposite words of what you don't want. Rewrite it into the form of what you do want. Read that until that becomes the primary focus and thought. And understand that when you put a lot of energy behind it, when you're very passionate about it, it manifests quicker. Or affirm it in your life. I'm the master of my thoughts. I am the master of positive thinking. My positive thoughts are more powerful. My negative thoughts are very weak. I spend most of my day thinking positive thoughts. I spend all of my day thinking positive thoughts. I go to sleep thinking positive thoughts. I vibrate on the things that I desire and want in my life. I've been talking about this stuff for months, okay? For months. Months. And it's $0. So you can't say I don't have money or I don't have none of those excuses. I don't care if your bank account is negative. All it takes is your time. All it takes is your mind and a little time. Change your thoughts. Believe in the thoughts you're changing. If you feeling like your emotions are getting in the way, if you feeling heavy, then you need to affirm differently. I am always happy. I don't care if you don't believe it when you first say it. That's what you need to affirm. It's better than I feel bad, I'm sad, and people treat me so bad. And nope, that's heavy. That energy is heavy. And then when you listen to other people talk about it and you agree and you confirm and you join and two or more come together in that negative thinking, y'all are all affirming and attracting it to you. This is why in the 4 agreements, Don talked about gossip being black magic. This is why he talked about words becoming poison, because you are attracted to you. And then this is why he says when people are sending their poison to you, don't respond, because that's the poison they attract back to themselves. So when people are saying negative things, you don't have to respond to it. They are attracting that. Like attracts like. The law is absolute. The law is absolute. Whether you believe it or not, whether you reject it or not, the law is absolute. Whether you believe in gravity or not, the law is absolute. Whether you understand electricity or not, it's absolute how electricity works. It can cook your food or it can cook you. You know that, whether you understand it or not. So you don't need to understand the details of how the law works. You just need to do what you're told. You're told not to stick stuff in the socket, so you don't stick it in the socket, right? You're told if I turn the stove on, it's going to cook the food. You just do it. You don't say, well, how does it work? Well, what happens behind here? You don't start doing that. So don't do that with the law of vibration, the law of attraction, a law that is absolute, a law that can manifest anything in your life. Just do it. Change your thoughts. Change your thinking. That's all they're saying to do. Think of positive thoughts. Having a hard time? I'm the master of my thoughts. I master positive thinking. I think positive all the time. Simple. All you got to do is focus on what it is that you want. I have confidence. I step out of my comfort zone easily and effortlessly. Affirm it into your life because the law is absolute. The law says that like attracts like. So if you're affirming that, the universal has to bring it to you. Has to by law. It's absolute. Absolute. Absolute, absolute, absolute. We understand? Let me know we understand. Because I feel like we should understand. I feel like we got it. We have the tools. There's no excuses. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. You don't like something, change it. It doesn't matter how hopeless a situation is. Change your thoughts because you created that situation from your thoughts in the past. Period. Period. Reread chapter 1 if you need to. If you have the book, if you're still waiting for the book, read it. If you can't get to the book, get on YouTube. Constantly play this in your mind. There's no excuses. It's no excuses. What you think about persists. Everybody, if you have thoughts of everybody's this to me or this person's that or that, that's what they're going to create. The law of attraction says what you think must persist. Period. But if you think about what it is that you want and what you want to manifest, the law of attraction has to give it to you. Your wish is my command. Period. I am abundant. I have abundance of everything that I need. Your wish is my command. The law is absolute. Everything that I need comes to me easily and effortlessly. Your wish is my command. It's absolute. But you have to focus on it. You can't say it one time and then start thinking, I don't know about this. Then now you're changing your thoughts. Focus on what you want to create. You are a powerful being. You are a tower that vibrates a frequency. Whatever frequency you vibrate, that's what it brings to you as a magnet. So if you think negative, you get negativity. You're not in a hopeless situation. You're not a victim. You are a victor. Know your power. Stop being helpless and creating helpless situations. There's no excuses. Create that which you want. Create that which you want. If you're worrying about something, you're attracting what you're worrying about. Just because you're focusing on what you don't want doesn't mean it's going to stop it from happening. Actually, the law of attraction said this is exactly what's going to happen. If you're focusing on what you're worried about, it's going to happen. Period. That's it. So I'm going to read y'all comments and then I'm going to roll out for the day. Okay. I bought stickers from Amazon to jazz up your journaling. That sounds very fun. See, stuff like that. Different color pens. Whatever you need to do, whatever is fun for you, make it fun. Brittany says, I feel better and better as we discuss this. Rachel says, we went to the outlets this past weekend, and when we went in those high-end stores, I saw something I wanted regardless of price. I told myself I can afford anything I desire. See, putting it into action. And the fact that you went into the high-end store, wow, thank you, universe. I'm surrounded by very high quality and abundant things. I'm surrounded by things that are in alignment with where I am. Okay? I no longer tell myself things are too expensive. I don't use the word broke, too expensive. I don't use those words either. Tierra said, yes, I understand. Rachel says, yes, she understands. Brittany says she understands. The bird just hit the window, so we got to go over the bird messages. BB says, always here at the perfect timing. And Jamila says, overstand. So whatever situation you're in, it's the story that you're telling. We're going to look at angel number 1222. And we're going to look at these birds. The crow is what came, and the finch just flew into the window. Because I've been seeing the crows all morning. So we're going to read the message from the crow. The crow message is, there's great transformation happening within you right now. Trust that your life history has prepared you for this amazing change. Great transformation happening within you right now. Yes, we read from page 12. We already read the book. So we were on page 12 in the book. So we completed chapter 1 already. So if you want to go read chapter 1, go ahead and read chapter 1. Oh, 1222 and page 12. You're right. Let's see. I'm breaking to 1222. Let's see. 1222. My computer. You know why my computer's moving slow? Because I'm on the slow network. I'm on my printer network. I wonder if it's moving so slow. I'm like, why is it moving so? I'm surprised that recording played on the slow network. Okay. Come on, scroll down. That's your birthday, Shalana. I'm sure it's amazing numbers. Angel 1222 is a message from your angels and archangels that you are to stay focused on your highest expectations as the angels and universal energies work behind the scenes, helping you to manifest your wants and needs, goals, and desires. Trust that your home and family will be well provided for as you strive towards achieving your goals. 1222 is a powerful sign that you are to step out of your comfort zone, take a new direction, and or begin new projects and ventures that you have been prompted to pursue. 1222 encourages us to release our fears and apprehensions and get on with pursuing our passions and purpose. 1222 encourages you to maintain a positive outlook in regards to a current situation or issue. Be positive and optimistic about the outcome, and this will manifest as your desired results. If feeling any fears or doubts, simply ask for the angels for guidance, assistance, and support. Whatever you need help with, affirm it. That's it. If you feel like you have a challenge with thoughts, I have positive thoughts. I master my thoughts. It's hard for me to step out my comfort. If you think it's hard for you to step out your comfort zone, I step out my comfort zone easily. Stepping out my comfort zone works great for me. I love stepping out of my comfort zone. It feels good to step out of my comfort zone. Good things always happen to me when I step out my comfort zone. Good things always happen when I do the work to change my thoughts. Positive thoughts always manifest very quickly for me. All you have to do is affirm it. So the finch, which is the bird that flew into the window, it says, time to get more sociable. You will be reminded to get more involved in social activities. Okay? So, I know that's a message for me. It's a message for all of you. Receive it for all of, as Tia said, she receives it for all of us. Just receive it. Brittany said, yes, I know I've been pushing through uncomfortableness. It's part of the process. That's the new vibration. Every time you step out your comfort zone, you're getting on a new frequency. It just feels different. That's it. That's all the uncomfortableness is. It's just different. Nothing bad about it. It's just different. Okay? So I hope y'all enjoyed the message because I thoroughly enjoyed it today. I'm going to put this up on YouTube. So look out for it on YouTube. So you can come back and listen to it again because it was powerful. It was coming through. It was coming through. So make sure you put in your prayer request for tomorrow. Tuesday is prayer day. Put in your prayer requests for you, your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend, the neighbor, whoever you want to put a prayer request in. Go to KenyattaAuset.com. Put in the prayer request. Okay? I'm putting this video on YouTube. Go back and listen to it again because I know you picked up what you need to hear now. When you go back and listen to it, you will hear something different every time. Listen to it. Utilize YouTube. Go back and listen to them. I have all of my stuff up there. I'm starting to put some old things up there too. Go and listen to them. Listen, okay? Repeat, repetition. We talked about that too, creating a new neural path in our mind, creating a new neural path in our brain. Make it a habit. Make positive thinking a habit. Make gratitude a habit. Make the secret a habit. Make consciously creating your life a habit through repetition, all right? Y'all have an amazing day. I appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow.